welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is your returning time, I had to make sure my mic was on. Welcome back. I greatly appreciate you stopping by. Welcome to our channel. This is Naturally Divine Goddess, also known as Shauna. So I'm doing something a little different today because Spirit has been laying this message on me for a couple days now. And this is really me tapping into my gifts and really channeling and using my voice to heal myself and to help heal others. And this is the way I want to communicate. Now, usually I have like a theme, tea time and all of that great stuff, but this message is not for tea time. This message is something real and something that needs to be addressed. And a lot of people don't know how to address that. So today I really want to talk about victim mentality. And what does that mean? And my story and what and how I heal myself and continuously heal myself through this process, because this is a process. And then once you reach this, the light at the end of the tunnel, you see that there is no such thing. But then, because we are putting that pressure on us, and when it's all you and it's holding yourself accountable, and that's like the hardest part to do. So I don't have any notes. I don't have anything as such as that. I am just coming to you direct, and I am allowing Spirit to use me and to come through with these messages for you. And this particular message is about victim mentality. All right, so what is that? What does that mean? What does victimizing it or being the victim means? Now, this discussion is not in a way of used in a negative way, of it's what you do to yourself. All right, so let me explain. Victimizing and this mentality. You think of things when things don't go your way, and you think of, well, what did I do wrong? Why is this happening to me? How didn't this go according to what was said or visioned or I manifested? And in my case, in my journey through victim mentality, is I quit being the victim. I quit saying, woe is me. And I took accountability of what I needed to work on, what I needed to focus on. And that was me. Past situations, past relationships, the past made me who I am today, where I no longer dwell on that. I move differently and I continuously stay positive. Even though it does get hard, even though, those times where, it's just tough as hell and you don't know what to do or how to move and you feel by yourself, it's a lot of times of, wait, I can get myself out of this by changing the smallest thing, by turning on some music, by being open and to being still. I got to a point in my life where I did not want to be the victim anymore of any situation that I am in control of. Okay. And a lot of times we forget that you don't have that control, and you literally do. I started at a point where I needed confirmation and approval from certain individuals that I thought that will help me reach those goals and all, but it was a negative way because I was not sincere, though I gave you two S's, sincere of my intentions, okay? And neither was the situation or the individuals, their intention. It was just like that one way thing. We're going to use each other and then that's it. And we go on with life. But you come to a point where you do a whole breakdown and you do evaluation of yourself, and you really start to tap into what shadow work is all about. All right. And when you step out of this self-restriction, this imprisonment that you have built, the victimizing becomes stronger and stronger each time, because there is nothing that you feel that could help you, or it's only going to be here for a moment and it's not going to have longevity with it. But the way you change is the way you think. All right. And that is very, very important, because once you change the way you think, because your heart is already telling you something you shouldn't be feeling like this, and that you got to get out of the situation. It's a lot of situations that people are going through that they don't see an out or an opportunity. Well, I'm here to tell you, there is always a way out, and there is always that opportunity for you to be better. I chose to get back into my health, where I became a personal trainer, and I no longer was holding myself back from a situation where it was being controlled by someone else. Okay. And this message is also to help myself be vulnerable and to get my story out there, where, when you see and you start to pick the people that you want to be around you, you only see at that moment what they are good for. And instead of looking deep inside of what's good for you, you look elsewhere. Okay. And me stepping into the fitness world was life-changing in a way where I took that mentality, that victim, and made it into something healthy, something that me, had to put that hard work into, okay, and that willpower. Now, you also have free will, and free will allows you to be free, right? Well, when you start making negative changes and you start thinking negative, who's being the victim? Who's playing that victim card, you know? And I no longer wanted to be, the victim of anything, of any situation. Now, what kept coming up was me addressing what it was, why I kept holding myself back. Why do I not want to move forward in that type of healing? Okay, what am I afraid of? And once I got into the fitness, and started training, I started seeing that I'm helping not just myself, but others. And I love to see that reaction, and I love to see that impact that I am making, because I'm being impactful. Well, I'm being an inspiration, not just to them, but definitely to myself. And I am pushing through. So I started doing competitions, really, really stepping out of the box and being where, a lot of people don't understand, in the fitness world what the competitions are about. But it's a mental, and it's a goal that for me, speak on me, it's a mental and it's a goal that you achieve, that you want to accomplish. And that whole feeling of saying, I did it, So that those whole processes, I surrounded myself with people that had the same vision of what they wanted in their life and what I wanted in my life. So I chose to be different. A lot of people question, well, why are you doing the competition? You are already this and that and all of this and that, blah. And, if I would have stayed, listened to them, I would have never done those competitions. And I did 2 of them. First one, I got 4th, and I wasn't expecting to place, period. And the second time I got 2nd. So there was a sense of achievement there, where I no longer wanted to be the victim of unhealthiness, of discipline, of lack of discipline. I wanted to show the world that I am strong, but not just show the world. I had to show myself that. So life goes on, and, I end up meeting my hubby, and that was, and still is, amazing. Our relationship is awesome, where he refused for me to be a victim of anything. So it was that strength, that extra strength, that we came together. And at the beginning, it was finding love where you didn't know it was there. And for me, having that acknowledgement of someone cares. Now, this is based off our relationship, and really, really cares. So life goes on, and then we end up moving. Now, another thing that comes up is a huge move from across country. And when you move across country and you out there by yourself, you're like, wait a minute, who am I? So that's that I got to start all over of the way I think, the way I feel, and started looking at the big picture of, all right, I have to submit. I have to submit to spirit. I have to surrender. I have to let go of what I'm holding on so tightly for. And that is not for my highest and greatest good. It's not even in alignment. So when you're in the middle of nowhere, you start to think and you start to bring up those old triggers again because you thought you healed from them. But when it's been taken away and where you have to start all over and find a new path and a new direction, it is that phase that you go through. Okay. I started gaining weight because I felt like I'm going to eat now. I'm not on a diet anymore. It wasn't a diet. It was the way I chose to eat. I could have ate 5 times a day, but I chose to eat 6 to 7 times a day in competition season. And it just stayed with me. My metabolism was up super high and working out freaking maybe sometimes 3 times a day. And breaking it down, but I was at the happiest. Yeah, I was grumpy a little bit, but I was at the happy stage of this is something new, and I am the one pushing myself to do this. Okay. So that's where the free will becomes willpower. I took that power and I made it my own, which I felt like I never had power before. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. So moving forward, started with the weight gain again, ate what I want to eat, didn't work out the way I was working out. So it was like that whole phase. Went on a hike. Okay, I'm telling on myself. Went on a hike, got at the top of the hill, played it off like I wasn't about to run out of breath. And could not breathe. And I saw that, wait a minute, this is not what's making me happy. I put blame on everything else that was around me and not me taking accountability. When we went out to eat, I chose to get, all this heavy stuff, and instead I could have chose the lighter things. It's a choice, just like me putting on this shirt, so it was the choices I was making. But me playing the victim of, why is this not happening right now? Why is this happening to me? When you have to look at the whole big picture and say, okay, wait, what did I do for me to feel this way? What did I do to make me look this way? So I kicked my own butt and got back into it. I got back into shedding that oldness, but really shedding it and doing this for real shadow work. At that time, I didn't even know what the heck that was. And then really tapping into my gifts and really tapping into myself and giving myself the self-love, that care and all that I needed, because only I know what I want and I need. All right. So coming out of this victim mentality, victim thinking, I'm like, okay, I have to change. I have to change and let go and let God, let spirit come through. Let my higher self come through and allow me to have the courage to share what that means to me. And then out of that, by changing the way I think, changing the way I eat, the way I move, the way I carry myself. Opened another door and got us here to back over to the Southwest of Florida. So, which is amazing. I love it. I love it here. By the water. I'm in nature, but I also loved Arizona as well. Each one is a journey, you know, from North Carolina to Arizona to Florida. Each one is a beautiful journey, and it's beautiful lessons, and it's growth. And me waking up and saying to myself that today is a better day, and I know it. I feel it. You know why? Because I said so. Because I'm going to make sure. I am determined to have a good day. Okay. Now, regardless, there's some times, honey, when let me just stay in this bed just a little bit longer, and you take that and you relax. And so for me to move, how I move is for me to be vocal, and for me not to hide messages and to keep them all to myself. Okay. I love y'all, and I greatly appreciate my soul tribe family and even my family, my friends that are with me, and that support the fact that these messages that come through, that Spirit lays on me, that it has to be told, it has to be said, it has to be delivered. And Spirit wants you to know, like, hey, we love you, we are here with you, and we support you. And I feel that. In order for you to feel it, you need to let go. All right? Let go of you beating yourself up. Let go and be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself when it comes to what it is that's going to have you step out of your comfort zone. Excuse me. You know, Spirit uses us, light workers, family members, strangers, you know, animals, to speak to you and to speak to your higher self in a way that won't allow you to be a victim ever again. But you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to do that hard self-evaluation. And once you do, the first one is the hardest one, but then the second one gets easier. The third one gets easier. This is not something that happens overnight. Okay. This happens with you being consistent, you know. So a little advice of what to do and how to move through and this energy, and how to use this energy for you instead of against yourself. A lot of people, real quick, a lot of people will sit there and play that victim card when it's unnecessary. And no one should ever be a victim of anything, you know, but it happens. So how do you heal yourself? How do you heal yourself from self victim mentality? Okay. And holding yourself accountable. You sit back, you take out a piece of paper, you write down the things, and do not judge yourself, okay? And be gentle with yourself. Write down what no longer serves you. Write down what and how you feel. How did this situation make you feel? And you start to pour out all the things that you've been holding in, all the things that you have swept up under the rug, all the crap that you done put in the closet. Okay, and you step out and you say, all right, I'm done with this. I'm done. And you let that mess go. Now, how do I heal from each one? Okay. Now, if I'm feeling sad, what is it going to take me to be happy? How do I raise my vibrations up? All right, listen to some music. Go outside. Have that memory of what it felt like being a child all over again. Okay? And from that, it makes you feel good. All that positivity comes through, right? And once it comes through, take it and hold it. Hold it very, very, very close to your heart. And use it and harness it every time. Bring that joy back in. Say affirmations. Say affirmations. Change your whole situation. And it starts with just one, and then the other one comes. All right. There is a time where you feel for some that eating, you have a problem with eating. You don't know what to eat. You don't know how to cook. You don't know what to do. Okay. Well, there's a plenty of groups out there. And there's Pinterest. There's so much information out there, but you have to be the one to choose it. You have to be the one to say, I no longer will be a victim of food. I will eat healthier. I am healthy. The food that I eat nourishes my body. No restrictions. Okay, don't put restrictions and limitations on what it is that make you happy. If you eat a piece of cake that it is bomb and good, then eat that piece of cake. But don't eat the whole damn cake. Do you know what I mean? There is self-control here that comes into play. There is a discipline that's being consistent. You know that you want to, let's say lose weight. In order to lose weight, what can you do? Go for walks if you can't get to the gym. Find videos online if you can't get to the gym. Buy you a yoga mat. Buy you some weights if you don't want to go to the gym. Meet up with other people that are beginning, or hire a personal trainer. The same. But you have to be the one to step out of that. And once you step out of that, yeah, it's going to be hard because this is something you never felt before. And this is the true self-care. All right. So then you have, what is it? And that goes all into play right there. All of it. You want to make sure that temple is good. That you pick this body. How do you heal this body? Yeah, there was past trauma to the body that you have picked to be on this earth, to be here. But you picked this temple, and so you have to honor it. Another is you are a beautiful soul. And situations and individuals will make you feel like you're not. And you will start to feel like you aren't, or you're not worthy. You see, that's where this negative talk, because I say victim mentality is nothing but negativeness that you have ushered in, and that's what you start to believe. You start to believe it, and you start to manifest it in your life. It's a ripple. You keep going with the saying. Step out of it. Hold yourself. Hold space for yourself. Meditate. Another thing of raising your vibrations is, eating healthier foods. For me, I had to let go of meat. And sometimes occasionally, I will have some seafood. But my seafood I'm very, very picky about it. And it is super, super fresh. And I give thanks for the sacrifice, and I give thanks for this blessing. But other than that, I am down to eating vegetables all the time. But it's the freshness in that, because I'm eating from this beautiful earth. I'm eating from and I'm not taking anything away from meat eaters. It's just, look at what you're really eating. I'm super sensitive, so I felt how that animal passed away. If it wasn't the way I felt was the right way, because I felt it. And it just took too long for it to digest, to really, it just felt super, super heavy. And for it to be super heavy, I'm like, okay, well, how do I fix it? All right, so either I need to buy, quality, or I just quit eating it. And Spirit was like, just quit eating it. So that's where I'm at with that. But I just wanted to come in and share, how I got out of this mentality of thinking that I am the victim of something all the time. And the way I did that was I kept my vibrations very high. And that was me listening to music, me putting affirmations up everywhere that is visible to me doing crystal healing, and really stepping out of my comfort zone and speaking to folks. Hence why I have this channel now. Okay. And for me to tap in to my higher self and my gifts, and to use my gifts to help others heal their minds, body, and spirit, as well as I'm doing the same. So it's me finding my purpose, and that's you finding your purpose. So once you get out of this way of thinking that you're not good enough and you don't deserve it, honey, baby, child, yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I am here to tell you that you deserve this. You deserve all goodness and love, unconditional love. I love you. Spirit loves you. The divine source, your higher self, everyone loves you. Okay. I hope this message really touched someone. It touched me because I feel like this was something that was super duper on me and that I really needed to talk about. So, yeah, I'm here for y'all. For these services, if you do not want to navigate through this process by yourself, I am here. You can book readings with me. You can book a session with me, a personal training session, if you would like. And gosh, I am so grateful to be in this position and open. Wow, I just felt amazing right there. To share and to help. That's really, really big. And to be inspiration to others and to motivate you. Get up off your butt and just make this change happen. Don't do it for others. Other people always say, if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for others. F that. Do it for yourself. Because only you know what you're capable of doing. You've done it for everyone else. You've changed for everyone else. And it's not keeping you happy. This change is your change. This is self-change. Also, Spirit is letting me tell you about this course I have, all right? This is a 8-week course. And I will have it linked down below in the description box, but you can also check it out on my website at goddesspower.net. And this course is for the ones that need to get their power back, to find and to do it in a healthy way, and to live a healthier lifestyle and to maintain this lifestyle. Not just do it for, New Year's resolution, or I'm going to do it because I need to get my summer self together. No, this is something way deeper, because this is you and I, and I'm helping you and I'm guiding you to be a better version of yourself. And this is us really tapping in. So this course is 8 weeks long, and really, really is beautiful. I say this is life-changing for some, because this is something to start off brand new. So I do have it linked. I will have it linked down below, and also, you can check out the boutique as well. I call it the boutique because it's bougie. And I love bougie words. And where, there's skincare, and there's crystal infused skincare, and there is also intention crystal jewelry. And that will also help and amplify the energy that you are bringing around and want to bring around for self. So I'm not going to talk too much longer. I'm pretty sure this is a little long video. Let me see here. Let me get back to. There we go. I had to get back so I could see what was going on. Yeah. On that note, I thank y'all for listening to this message. I do feel like I was doing some channeling a little bit, and that spirit was with us this whole time. And this message is for someone. And I love y'all. I love you guys and goddesses, and continue to be positive, to continue to be optimistic, continue to live your life to the fullest. And if you need help and some guidance, I am here to help you. And I am for you, where this is uplifting. Okay. And it's helping you elevate, and it's helping you get out of that stuckness and self-imprisonment and limitations. But you have to be the one to make the first move. Okay. I did my move. Other than that, gods and goddesses, I greatly, greatly appreciate you stopping by for this channeled message. Pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure that this won't be the last one. And I'm pretty sure that it will be deeper each time. So until the next time, gods and goddesses, peace and blessings.